Check out our book on mental focus and the Simple Tennis series. All right, the irony of life is we're going to talk about having identity, fighting, having effective defense, singles and doubles. And I'm going to superpose it over this doubles warm-up for the ITF Grade 3 with the footage to follow. I'll be doing singles and doubles strategies over the next couple weeks. These guys were pretty good. It was a Grade 3, but these guys were pretty good. They brought in a bunch of players from Japan. And one, they're very serious. They take it very seriously. They warm up beforehand. They're hardcore in the warm up. They hit all their forehands. They have an identity in doubles, you know. And my identity in doubles is easy. I just come to net, so I just hit good returns from the net. The problem is when I transition to singles, I don't have that same identity. I don't have that same fight. Often, if I play someone that I evaluate is not as good as I am, then I will fight to win. But my execution might falter. If you don't give me pace, it's hard for me to generate pace, and I need to work on that. So these guys, as you can tell, pretty good ground strokes. We're both very stable. That's the first sign. When you warm up with someone and they keep the ball in play for a long time, forehand and backhand, that's tough. And this was a really good match. We ended up losing in the third set tiebreaker, but some great footage. They blended the camera above the court at one of those professional video positions. And so when you're playing, whenever you're playing, always try to figure out what is your go-to shot. How are you going to play to win matches? And for me, it's volleys. And we need to transition that to singles. And when I play doubles, I really fight because I'm a partner and I'm not just playing for myself. But when we play singles, you also have to fight. And I will talk about those things in detail at the end of this. When you warm up with your opponents, hit forehand and backhand. Just give them slow and fast, give them high and low, see what they like, what they don't like. And these guys like everything. They're really tough. They end up winning the whole tournament. So more focusing on the singles, I will break that down in a second. But the other thing you want to try to do as much as possible is just be very serious in your doubles match because every point counts. Don't let up mentally. And we will discuss strategies later. And let's talk about how my reflections on singles as you watch this awesome warm-up, which was actually a pretty good warm-up. You guys are pretty good. So we just finished playing this ITF a long time ago. I just finished playing a singles tournament. And I wanted to go over some fundamental basics. You want to have an identity. You want to fight when you play matches. And you want to have effective defense. And basically what that means is on the first issue. It's funny, you know, I used to be a serving volleyer and I used to be a chip and charger. You can't just do one method all the time. But you have to have an identity. You have to have a go-to shot. And you have to have a way to win points. And I've been not serving and volleying, so it's been plainly mostly due to belief that I can't do it. And I played 5 singles matches this past weekend, and I got to the point where I was just fed up. And the 5th match, I was tired, and I hurt my legs. I couldn't move left and right, so I said, forget it, I'm just going to come to net. So I could go forward and back rather effectively. So I started serving and volleying effectively because I came to net and I hit very hard volleys. And I'll attack the ball in return and start coming in. Issue is you gotta have variety. It's very hard to serve and volley all the time, chip and charge all the time, because it creates a pressure that your opponent gets used to. So you have to be able to have the identity where you attack the ground stroke with the forehand and backhand, off the return, and force the issue and come to net. So that's the first thing. It starts with a belief, and then you have to go for shots once you're there. The second thing is you gotta have that fight. You gotta want to win. And that's been something that's been missing. Like, I haven't wanted to win for a long time. And it goes down to warming up, getting there on time, eating early. Don't rush to court. You want to be at the court like half an hour before your match. You want to have a meal, no matter what time the match is at. We really need to have the banana in the match, and you have to have your electrolytes, have ice and cold drink, and that really helps facilitate being ready to play a match. Then you also have to have counters. Like when people serve in volley, normally if they hit down the line, hit cross court. If they approach and hit drop shot, you hit drop shot. But when they come to net, what's been working really well, and it works really well against me, and why I don't serve in volley, is off the first volley, you hit a lob. Okay, and that works pretty well. Get the first volley low and then throw a lob, and they might hit a winner, but in the long run, you win the match because it's just very tiring. You can go for passing shots, but the lob is always the safest shot because you don't have to hit a lob hard. You just hit a lob finesse. So what are we talking about? So we're gonna look at the matches I played in the ITF, and we're gonna look at how to have an identity, and I'm gonna try to really go after the ball. And I encourage you to have a weapon and formulate your strategy over the weapon. Without the serve and volley, I don't know how to win points off the baseline. I was using deep shots and drops. But when you screw up a drop shot, it creates a problem. You want to keep the ball deep and force your opponent back in singles. And then the other issue is having that mentality where you're going to establish your shots or you're going to lose. Oftentimes when I try to establish my shots, if I don't have them, I go to backup shots. And by going to backup shots, what happens quickly is I can get the ball in, but then I don't have power. I can slice and chip, and then they get the ball back and into long rallies. And then I get tired. And once I start getting tired, I can't hit the ball. So really work on having an identity and work on fighting and work on trying to find an effective defense for your matches. And we'll talk about these things as you play. If in 1 week, being inspired from these matches I haven't seen for a while, and hopefully you learn something too. So when you do the forehand, you do on the backhand